All right, so I'm going to jump over to the Fusion 360 model. In fact, let me turn all these things on. We'll go over to the model itself. And as I mentioned, Fusion 360 allows you to do the design and then also create the toolpaths and export that out as G-code. So with Fusion, first thing, we'll just roll this back to kind of the beginning of my design. And I started out with two sketches. So I created two sketches, a front and a side sketch. And with this, this controls everything. So, you know, the thickness of everything. If I want to change the thickness of my boards, I have a parameter in here. Let's say we go from 75 to 1.75 to 1 inch. You'll notice that the width gets wider, the cutout also updates. Everything changes. If I go back to 0.75, you'll notice everything changes there and it all updates. So it's a pretty cool way to set things up. I have sketches that control all of that, and it's pretty nice. If you have interest in using Fusion 360, if you're a hobbyist, it's free, so you can go to Fusion 360. Just do a Google search for Fusion 360, download a trial. When your trial's up, you can tell it that you're a hobbyist. If you're commercial, there are options for commercial. It's $300 a year, really cheap for commercial use, and it gives you a host of mechanical, industrial design, a lot of collaboration, and CAM and rendering and all sorts of stuff. But at any rate, so I have my couple sketches that control everything, and I'm just going to close out of this and let's step forward and see my design. So I started out with I wanted to build this, which you can see I actually designed it and built it. But so I have this part, and basically as I step through here, you can see that I created the base feature, extruded out the slats, a front slot, put a fillet on those edges to kind of smooth it out, and then, whoop, didn't mean to play it all the way through, but that's all right. So we can see the slats, extruded the slats all the way through. And then from there, I wanted to be able to add a back, split that into a top and a bottom, put some holes through it. You'll notice that I have a little groove there. I want those things to snap together. So you'll notice I have basically that groove on there, and they just snaps kind of nice and tight. And then around the back, let's rotate this around the back side. I do have wood grain. It's just easier to see it white, so that's why it's white here. I also did a little offset for that tongue and groove so that so it can fit in there a little bit better. It was a little tight. I did a little sanding, so if you make this, you may want to make some adjustments there, but it wasn't bad. I just sanded it, but I want it to still be kind of tight. Um, so then I pocketed out the back for the wherever I put my little, oh, there it is, for this to fit in, have room for the USB, and then room for the charger or the cable, the wall cable. So you'll notice that as I advance that, I have all those pockets, put the slats in there. So that's pretty much the design. The idea behind this is, so with this in place, um, obviously I haven't nailed it all together, but you have your device in here, you have the cable that comes through the hole into the charger, but I wanted to set it up where when you unplug it from the device and let go, it recesses back. And I played it with a lot of options. I've got a couple prototypes, and without getting really sophisticated with bearings and crazy things, and I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, I kind of struggled with the simple design other than the old medieval counterweight. So the idea, I haven't done it yet, we'll see how it goes, but have the cable go through, have a counterweight here that's pulling it down. So as soon as I let go, it's going to pull it back I'll probably put some rubber stops there, but it comes and stops. I can pull it, plug it in, probably have, a good 12, 18 inches to plug it in, have the counterweight back here. I think that'll be a really simple way to solve that problem. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll give you guys an update on that as soon as I get it all together. But that's the idea of the design here. And you can see, as I mentioned, all the different features. You guys can take a look at that. I'll share the design so you guys can download it and upload it to your own project if you're using Fusion 360. And in a moment, we'll actually jump over to the cam side and you'll be able to see all the toolpaths and even create a toolpath so you can see how to do that. And then we'll send that to the Shiboko so you can see what the process to get it from Fusion over to your CAM tool.